لكن زي ما شفتوا شاناجة ده ما قاصدينه جاب بالصدفة يا كسائر بتاعه ما ماشي فوق زي ده. لو كان فيه قصد وفي روكاب ناس دايرين يقتلوا نفوسهم جد 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 فيه قصد كان أرواح كتير فقدناه. فلما شكل قام القائد بتاعنا بتاع الجيش جنرال سانتينو دينوال قام ماشي في مال شكله ماشي عكسه ماشي وقف الشكله وصباده البريزيدنسي ماشي عمل محاضرة والجنرال دينوال واصل بشكل بتاعه الوقبوه شكل امبارح ده رجع لجنرال أكول كور ماشي كلم معه وانا بقول لكم ده جنرال أكول كور في أكرلازات الوافق مع تعليمات عشان يمشي البيت بتاعه في جبل. وانا بقول لكم قبل اجي 45 دقائق الفاتة ده جنرال أكول كور قدموا لي البيت بتاعه جديد وصل هناك بكير. فانا بقول بعربك بتاعنا بتاع جوبا ده اللاجة الاصل بالفعل امبارح اجي زي الساعة 6 الساعة 7 في مسا كان في قوات وزعناه في اول البيت بتاع جنرال أكول كور عندنا قوة بسيط كان في ذاك الكومباوند بتاعه واجي زي فصيلة برا. والقوادة لما نعملهم ديبلوي من هناك ده دولهم اساينمنت براو يعملوا بروتكشن قول بسيط في جوا والقوة الكبير برا. فاجي زي الساعة 2 امبارح للساعة 3 تعليمات جديد جا من قيادة الكبير عشان جنرال أكول كور يرال من بيت بتاعه في تونغبيني يمشي بيت بتاعه نمرة 2 في جبل. وسبب الدولو طلب ده لانه تونغبيني ده محل عنده أجانب كتار عنده دبلوماسيين كتار عنده ناس بتاع منظمات كتار شغالين هناك. فلما نعمل ديبلويمنت للجيش في محل بتاع جنرال أكول كور في البيت بتاعه في أحوال البيت بتاعه وجود بتاع قوة بأربات بتصلية تقيل كل الناس ما بيكون عندك استقرار في أول الوش طريقة لهم بدور بو لأنه مرات أجي زي الساعة 6 الساعة 7 ناس بمر بالسكة بتاع بيت بتاع جنرال أكول كور. فماشي قال له يا أخي من فضلك لك النبي ممكن يتحول لجبل. ففي زمن بتاع تاويلات ده شان زول ده يرال وما يرال أصل اختلافات بين قوات الجوا وقوات البرة وقوات نمرة 3 اللي كان جبناه عشان يجي يواصل بتعليمات الأخرى كان جابوه امبارح. فاختلافات ده أنا ما بعرف بدأ كيف لكن لما مجلس تحقيق يعملوا ونسألوا الناس الشباب ده ومن أبقدر بيجي بيقولين بتحقيق شنو حصل. فهم شاكلوا قوات بتاعنا برانا نحن Sspdf ومن شاكلوا 2 عساكر قتلوا واحد عسكري من قوات الجوا وواحد من القوات البرة. وفي نفس الشكل أننا فقدنا أرواح بتاع 2 مواطنين الدبابات بتاعنا سكار ده فجقهم و2 نفر بلو يتعوقوا واحد طالب في جامعة جوبا واحد تاعنا أنا سميته قالوا ده مولانا ده واجل كان أصل امبارح في مسا ويتم سميت ضرب كتير بأصله عنده فرق من 3 سكر زي كلانشيكو ل 12.7 بروتين حتى ميبي زاكي 23. لكن زي ما شفتوا شاناجة ده ما قاصدينه جاب بالصدفة يا كسائر بتاعه ما ماشي فوق زي ده. لو كان فيه قصد وفي روكاب ناس دايرين يقتلوا نفوسهم جد 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 فيه قصد كان أرواح كتير فقدناه. فلما شكل قام القائد بتاعنا بتاع الجيش جنرال سانتينو دينوال قام ماشي في مال شكله ماشي عكسه ماشي وقف الشكله وصباده البريزيدنسي ماشي عمل محاضرة والجنرال دينوال واصل بشكل بتاعه الوقبوه شكله امبارح ده رجع لجنرال أكول كور ماشي كلم معه وانا بقول لكم ده جنرال أكول كور في أكرلازات الوافق مع تعليمات عشان يمشي البيت بتاعه في جبل. وانا بقول لكم قبل اجي 45 دقائق الفاتة ده جنرال أكول كور قدموا لي البيت بتاعه جديد وصل هناك بكير مع مدام بتاعه حارس بتاعه واحد زول البطبق له وعشان حماية بتاعه مهم لاننا القائد بتاعنا بتاع جنرال سانتينو دينوال وبعزل قوة كفاية بواصل بحماية بتاع أكون جار أكول كور. فأنا بقول لكم المشكلة أصل امبارح كان ما بقصد زي ما أنا قلت. It was lack of proper communication. ناس ما كلموا كويس. التعليمات الودوا للقاعدات المختلف ده هم ما فهم نفوسهم عشان كده ضرب أصل. فحلينا المشكلة ده ما يكون في خوف تاني. ما في ضرب تاني بأصل الليلة ولا في ضرب تاني بأصل في أيامات الجاي. فده أو كبر الوحيد جاي نيجي نقول للناس بتاع جنوب السودان ذات خوف ما في من الليلة من مثل ده ترجع لشكالات بتاعكم ترجع مالات في مال شكل بتاعكم ناس مدارس يرجع مدارس بتاعهم بكرة حياة يرجع في مال بتاعه زي أول أمس. فأنا بشكركم لأنه لو إنتكم ما موجودين كلام اللي أنا بقوله قيادة بقوله ولا بريزيدنسي بقوله ده ما بالنشر. طبعا راديو سوشيال ميديا تلفزيون دي أو حاجة جديدة اللي بوصل به كلام. لو ده كلام كاب ببرج الناس لكن لو ده كلام كويس بكل الناس يكون عندهم استقرار. فأنا بقول لكم شكرا تواصلوا وتنشر الكلام ده عشان ناس اللي في جوبا يكون عندهم استقرار. ناس اللي في برا جوبا اللي كان قاعد يضرب منهم مباراه حتى ليله يعرفوا المشكله ده كان مشكله بسيط وحلناه بخير. Thank you very much. General Akol Koor accepted to relocate to his second residence in Jebel residential area with his dear wife, one bodyguard, and a cook. A senior officer will be assigned to him to liaise and oversee his protection. Then to keep at bay any opportunities, spoilers, he is going to be provided with an additional protection by the Sspdf at his new residence. And basically, he is not under house detention, he's just relocating to his residence. This is the biggest news that I have come to report to you, that the gunfire that we heard yesterday was not planned. Nobody had ordered for it. It was a misunderstanding, and as a result, we are able to successfully resolve it without unnecessary more bloodshed. And I'm taking this opportunity to inform the people of South Sudan that the problem has been successfully resolved. Whatever is remaining would be an administrative issue. How did the fighting begin? Those who were directly involved, how did they end up fighting? Was there anybody that gave order? So those officers that were involved in the fighting will be subjected to administrative measures so that we know exactly what had terribly gone wrong. And of course, there is a saying that when two elephants fight, the grass suffer. We are registered 4 fatalities. A total of 4 people lost their lives. We have lost 2 servicemen, one who was from the security force that were inside the compound, and the other one from the one outside of the fence. Then we registered 2 civilian casualties. 2 civilians were crushed to death by our armored personnel carrier, armored personnel carriers, the Baba del Sukarda. When they were maneuvering, they were maneuvering left and right. They unfortunately and intentionally crushed to death 2 civilians. In the crossfire, we registered 2 civilians that were shot and wounded. I was told one is a student at the University of Juba, and the second one, the Maulana. All of whom are in stable condition. We were able to retrieve the dead, taken to mortuary, the wounded to hospital. So as we speak, it is back to business as usual. And in a very special way, on behalf of Sspdf, we'd like to thank the CNC for demonstrating very exceptional leadership, for the heads of the organized forces for demonstrating very exceptional leadership, and they have actually succeeded in resolving what many thought was a recurrence of 2013 and 2016 fighting. It has been successfully contained, like the way I said, and we are hopeful that nothing of that nature will ever occur again. Thank you very much. Reason under house arrest? You call it under arrest, and that he was put under house arrest. We're saying let him enjoy the comfort of his residence. Let him enjoy the comfort of his residence. Later on, the leadership maybe will find time to tell us why was he confined, what was the reason behind it. But for us, we're saying just Kalikfi bid bitak. Okay, that was it. Misunderstanding, investigation will find out. General Santino will form an investigation committee to ask those who had started the fighting. And once that investigation is done and we have results, I will also get back to you. Was there a forced attempt? He was simply told ABC the way I was explaining. And for some reasons, the water became muddy before the implementation. But now he has complied and tempers have come down. If you could recall, when there were clashes, a lot of security personnel poured on the streets to stop any further chaos, maybe. Because at my place, we registered random shooting, cases of random shooting. So for us to stop any further disorganization, random shooting, security force were deployed the way you had seen. So it was unfortunate that our members of the clergy did not assess the situation and stop going on with their celebration or with the procession. They should have put the safety of their faithful a priority instead of going ahead with the march, knowing that yesterday there was very heavy fighting, some streets had been sealed. So in my opinion, the judgment, in my opinion, should have been better. That if there was an emergency fighting, heavy fighting the way we had, they should have cancelled it. Okay. So it was as a result of confusion. It was not intentional. And take it from me, whenever there is insecurity, step number one is you restrict your movement as an individual. Assess the security situation. Does it warrant freedom, free movement, or you need to scale it back? So it was not intentional. And as we speak, the forces that were deployed at the residence of General Akol Koor, they had been withdrawn and reported back to the original places. Those who were involved in the fighting on both sides, the ones that were inside, were disarmed, their guns handed over to their mother unit, which is the National Security Bureau. And those from us that were deployed outside and got involved in the fighting, we also disarmed them and we handed over their guns to their commander, the Tiger, so that they go and do their own investigation. This is what had happened to those who were involved in the fighting. Don't always wish us bad things to happen to us. We are ever ready. That's why we have in this uniform. That's why we have other security organs that are in their respective service uniforms, so that we stand up for the people of South Sudan and protect them. And this is exactly what was done by the commanders of the units that were involved in the mediation. Where dialogue is needed, the tool is used. Where where force is needed, it is deployed. So we assess, and so we are ever ready. Downsizing, when you serve in the government and a time comes that you are no longer in service, your security details automatically is reduced. So it is in line with the government protocols. Italo governor fees security details that befits your position. When you are no longer the governor, but you were once a public figure, political figure, you are given a security that is equivalent to your new status. Okay, that was the reason for downsizing. We are saying once again, he is not under house arrest, but is told to be at his residence. Please. If you are told, of course, be at your residence, that means your freedom of movement has been curtailed. But it's not, you cannot compare it when you are put under key and lock. Well, okay. So if you are moving within your compound and you are meeting people and you are with your family, the impact would be psychological. It would be not as equal as when you are put in so use also, let us coin also our own praise. If the Kawaja Bugul is under house arrest, we also say he has been requested to remain at his home, so that it does not psychologically damage some of our people. SSBC is not also arrested. Our one is the same. He's not under house arrest. Adia, I'm not sure who is responsible for the treatment of those who were shot and wounded for crossfire. I'm not sure, but I can confirm they have been attended to. If there is a law requires us in the organized forces to treat victims of collateral damage, in this case they were not the primary target, and then of course the law would be used. Peter Louis, prevention of shooting in the future. It is also very important for us to know each time an incident occurs, we must underscore the motive behind it. In the past, we used to experience a lot of celebratory gunfire during public holidays, during what blah blah blah. But you would agree with me that that one had been brought under control. And as Christmas approaches, the same measures we have been putting in place previously would be put in place. In this case, the explanation for yesterday's shooting was clear. So we are up to it. Then finally, Philip Buddha, why Akol Koor case became so special. I honestly don't know, because I was not the one that took the decision. But I can also say Akol Koor also held a very special position for a very long time. Quiz. General Bada Idawar crawling Mabisibu. Quiz. Lodere Waga Finar Bugulu Lola. Quiz. Lodere Msugi Aje Bugulu Lola. So the leadership knows. It's not me. So if you think it is special, Galulu, I got to bid bitag, it is special. Galulu, you relocate from here because of 1, 2, 3, you think it is special? That's your view. I will honorably disagree with you that there is nothing special in that. That we told him relocate for the reasons I gave. Okay. If you look at it, looks very special. Alas. The South Sudanese here at home in diaspora, the investors, that don't get scared. We have successfully brought it under control. Our environment for investment, for tourism, for going about our activities during this festive season should resume as now or as from the morning hours. Thank you very much.